So I am going to switch out this a little bit. Instead of making larger masses, I'm going to show you what happens when you use an instrument a little bit that's not meant for the particular range. So what I've done is I found a 5-gram hanger, 5 grams. Let's measure the mass of it. So you can see the mass is 5.137 grams on my digital meter. So the stamped value is 5 grams. The digital meter is 5.137 grams. So it's probably 5.1368 or something. You see how it went to 6 a little bit. The last digit, it's plus or minus 0.001 grams. So it's very, very precise. Now, let's see what it reads off on our VWR. So let me just, in fact, I have to calibrate it each time just to make sure it's, all right, so it's reading 0. So I'm gonna put my mass hanger up on here. And let's see if we can set this up so you can see it. I gotta have it hanging somewhere. All right, so my 5-gram mass is hanging on here, and you can see it's pretty hard to measure what it is. It's, we're gonna measure the right-hand side. We don't wanna measure in newtons, we wanna measure in grams. So each one of those is 50, 20, each one of those is, let's see, 20 grams? No, it's 10, 20, it's 10. So do you see that? It's between 0 and the 10 grams. So it looks like it's around 5 grams. I mean, that's your best guess. And you can see how incredibly difficult it is to measure something because the precision or the uncertainty of this device is plus or minus 10 grams. So it's very difficult to measure something less than the precision of the device that you're using. So this device has a precision of plus or minus 10 grams, but I'm trying to measure something that's 5 grams. So you can kind of do it because you're saying it's between the two lines, but it's quite difficult. So that would be 5 grams for that one. However, it is beyond the measurement device. Now, again, I always try and zero these things right before I mass them. Okay, it looks about 0. So what I'm doing is I am now taking the OHS scale, and we're going to try and figure out how to do this one. So this one is a little more precise. The larger ones are 10 grams. The smaller ones are 5 grams. So you can see it's a little bit above 5 grams. Oh, it's about 5. See, whenever I shake it, whoops. Oh dear, now it's gotten off zeroed. But when we first saw it, it was around 5, a little bit more than 5 grams. So I'd maybe say 6 grams. So you can see if you have a device that's not very precise and you're measuring something that's less than the precision of the device, then you're going to have problems. So this is the VWR, and then what did I say, 6 grams? I estimated, though. You have to see it. I mean, these are all estimates. These two, the last two are estimation based on what I felt the best thing is. So again, I'm trying to measure a 5-gram mass hanger using a device, the VWR, that had a precision of plus or minus 10 grams. Now the OHS has a precision of plus or minus 5 grams, but still you can see it was rather difficult. Now the last measurement we're going to do is with 10 grams on top of it. So let's do that really quick. So what I did is I put 10 grams on top of my 5-gram mass hanger, and I now have 15.101 on the digital. So this is my last mass, 15.101. The stamped mass would be 15 grams. 15 grams would be what's stamped on top of the weights. So let's go pick it up with my VWR. Let's again make sure it's 0. And hold on, I'm just, okay. So each one of those lines on the right is 10 grams, and you can see it's between the 10 and the 20 gram one. But it's more towards the 20s, so let's see, 10, 20. I guess it is kind of like halfway in between between 10 and 20. So I'd say 15 on that one. And again, you see how hard it was to do that. And unfortunately, that's the issue with these types of scales. Now let's see my OHAS. So 5, 10, so this is less than 15. I'd say like 13 grams. So the OHAS, I would say, is 13 grams. All right, so 15 grams stamped, 15.10. I said around 15 grams on the VWR. And what did I say? 13 grams for the OHAS. And again, you can see how hard it is for those spring scales to get an accurate value. Now you're saying, well, why don't I just use a digital scale all the time? Well, that's fine and good, but this digital scale that I have right here is not very portable. It has to have, you could put batteries in it and stuff, but it's got to be leveled very carefully. You can't have any air currents around. I mean, this isn't a highly sensitive one, but still, there are limitations to using these electronic scales, and you can't use it for everything. So you got to choose your measuring device wisely.